OnDoc family. Make sure to follow us.
Hello, OnDoc family. We're sitting here live, sitting with the one and only Dr. Richard Wanderman, and we're just going to hop right into it. Dr. Wanderman, you're no stranger to OnDoc and OnCBD. Can you tell us a little bit about your background and refresh all the listeners about your background?
Certainly. I'm a board-certified pediatrician. I've been in practice for over 50 years. I do general medicine. I do counseling. I do alternative medicine. What else would you like to know?
Well, no, I mean, it's really tough being a pediatrician because, well, I mean, it's a good thing, and it's a very tough thing because people are trusting you with their children, and I have a 6-year-old, and trusting somebody with my child is the most important thing. So I know that over the years you come highly recommended. Do you want to talk a little bit about your time as a pediatrician and your study of medicine and what's happening in the industry?
All right. Well, I started way back, and things have changed dramatically since I started. Pediatrics has become far more complicated, just like every other section of medicine has. But the bottom line always is what you just said. It's that getting the trust of the patient and the parents and listening to what they have to say, because that's really where you find the information that you need. It's not always in the tests that are done. The changes, everything today is going more toward technical or technology, including the blood tests and that. And I think that many of the current doctors are missing that one-on-one relationship with the patient and really learning to diagnose by looking and listening.
Wow. Well, you heard it right here first, Dr. Wanderman. You 50 years in the industry. Why do you think there's such a hard push for technology in the industry now for individuals getting blood tests or individuals seeing the doctor? Why is that so prevalent?
Well, because it's available, number one. Number two is it does give us information. I'm not knocking the technology, nor am I knocking the lab results. What I'm proposing is that we need to listen to the patients as well, because the lab results don't tell us everything you need to know about the patient. So I think that it's just that it's available and it's easy for many doctors to rely on that as opposed to spending time with patients.
Absolutely. And I mean, speaking to someone at your caliber and at your level, it is a blessing for me because obviously I'm part of the OnDoc family, and hearing someone that has the medical background as yourself say that telehealth and doing things with technology is a good thing. That's real. That really means a lot to me. Can you talk a little bit about why our program and our services are good for an individual family?
Sure. Telehealth is really the future of medicine in many ways because it's a way that people can tap into expertise without having to waste a lot of their time. The other thing is that OnDoc has presented it in such a way that it allows us to help patients who otherwise would not get much help. There's so many patients out there who cannot afford to tap into the seeing a doctor in their office. They don't have the copay, or they don't have insurance. And today, with the economy as it is, coming back, I'm glad to say, but it still affects the small person dramatically in a negative way.
And looking at that entire dynamic, I mean, this is your profession. I mean, you are, as a doctor, you are talking about the good things about lowering the cost of healthcare by using something as OnDoc. So I find that extremely humbling, especially for someone as yourself, knowing that telehealth is the future. And what would you say to the doctors and to the individuals who have not accepted this as a way to treat patients for the future? What would you say to them? Not negative, I'm not saying to bash them, but what would you say to them, and where is this going?
I'm not necessarily politically correct. I tell them to wake up. I mean, see the writing on the wall. It's there. It's obvious that what they do is they're going to have to um, be more patient oriented.
And that's really what it all boils down to. I mean, when you look at the industries over time, such as Amazon or the shipping industry or cell phone industry, the customer is going to drive the service, or it's going to drive the products. So it's really important that we as individuals understand that we need to be able to adapt. There's going to be millions of more jobs created by doing this, and it's going to help the end consumer. And speaking of alternative medicine, actually, we at OnDoc launched our alternative medicine division called OnCBD, and we started with selling CBD products. Dr. Wanderman, can you talk a little bit about CBD and how it's affected the overall health industry, including alternative medicine?
Well, I don't think it's really had the the impact it's going to have yet. It's a phenomenal product. It covers a plethora of situations, everything from depression and anxiety to pain to epilepsy. It's just, excuse me.
Oh, no,
It's
you're
just
fine. Allergy season.
Yeah. This you picked the right time. Sorry about that. Anyway,
Oh, no, you're
uh, it is really being explored in a lot of areas right now, and I have personally, I never recommend anything until I have tried it myself in alternative medicine, and I tried it, and I will tell you that it is the only product. The OnDoc one is the only product that actually relieved my pain and uh, I mean, it just took care of the muscle spasm and stuff like that. It's a superb product, and I have patients who I have on it, uh, and they are doing phenomenally with anxiety and with depression as well as with pain. Many of them are veterans who have chronic pain, obviously from injuries, and the balm and the liquid are just phenomenal for that.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that we wanted to do. When we started OnDoc and OnCBD, we wanted to change the way that people view healthcare, and then give people not only the best options to take control of their healthcare, but also be able to let their friends and their family members know about that. So, talking about CBD, I know that you're excited. I know that you have tried our product. What would you tell someone who was looking at trying our products for the first time and maybe not knowing if they should try the CBD or not?
Well, first of all, I think that people have to understand that probably 70% of the products on the market do not have in it what they say they have in it. Uh, but and the OnDoc one, which really blows my mind is that it's produced in an FDA facility, which means that there is some control and there is some quality control there. So you need to get a good quality product, which this one is. I think it's the best. I think it's just superb. That's number one. Number two is it doesn't hurt to try because it isn't going to hurt you. Uh, you try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Because nothing works on everyone. But I will tell you that the chances of it working are astronomical. It will work.
Wow. Wow. Well, I'm just very blessed for you to be here. Dr. Wanderman, we're going to do a lot more interviews with you. I'd like to start getting you on the webinars on a more longer basis. Can you tell anybody out there right now that's thinking about maybe giving OnDoc a try, giving OnCBD a try? what should they know about the services? What should they know about the products? And should they get going right away?
Yes, they should get going right away. I don't see any reason why not to. The cost is certainly not prohibitive. It's $30 a month, but other than that, I think that it offers them a way to help themselves, to help their family, to help their friends with uh, illnesses, with problems, which I mean, as a pediatrician, I have patients who would call at 3 in the morning. Now, I'm the type of doctor, I answer those calls, but many doctors don't. What they do is they have an answering service and then a nurse, and then they say, come in the morning. This doesn't help when a child is screaming with an ear infection. You need to do that. Plus, you have an opportunity here to make money. I think it's a phenomenal opportunity. I have not seen anything that is as good as this. And I have seen and been in this type of industry for the last, well, since the 80s, since 1980. Let's put it that way.
Well, we appreciate you very much. We appreciate how much of a catalyst you are for our organization. We have to do a lot more interviews with you. We got to get you going. I'm just truly blessed that you took the time out to be with us today, and I just truly appreciate all the time that you've given us.
Well, it's certainly my pleasure, and I appreciate you. I think you and your father are just, and the whole staff are just absolutely phenomenal people with unbelievably integrity and unbelievable integrity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You have a good day. Thank you very much. All
You too. Take care, everyone.
right, have a good one.